What is up, you guys? It is K-Swan with Road Rash Off-Road, and on this episode of Overland Overhaul, we're going to be looking at a very specific item that we've just included and upgraded on the Road Rash Jeep. I'm so excited about this one. This one is going to be a big deal. Now we're talking about battery backups and power bank systems. Now before, I was using this little bitty version that I had bought because it was the only thing that was in my budget that I got off of Amazon. It was about 250 watts, but this little thing did not have the capacity really to do anything but charge my phone. I didn't know what I was buying when I bought this thing. So the power bank that we're looking at today is a power bank by Generac. It is a 2000 watt power bank that is going to be able to charge everything on my rig, my refrigerator, my camp lights. It is going to be able to do everything that I needed to do plus more. Let's open this box and see what comes in the Generac 2000 watt power bank box. Now, right off the bat, this thing is heavy, really heavy. I think the box actually says it weighs about 50 pounds, but we're gonna open this thing up and then I'll bring my scale out and we'll actually put it on the scale to see what the unit itself actually weighs. Let's get this thing open. Got my trusty bayonet. This thing is really cool, right? My grandfather gave this to me. I just keep it in the Jeep now. First, we got just some general directions and information about the unit. Then on the top here, we got one power cable. This looks like it's the power outlet for your car. Here, goes into the unit. And then this looks like a hardwire unit that you can actually hardwire to your battery. And then this is your regular outlet plug here. Oh, this thing is in here good. Oh, I think it's heavy. Look at how beautiful that is. Yeah, I'm going to say that this thing is probably every bit of 50 pounds. So here, you're looking at the back side of it. And one thing to note, you've got this great little stretchy pouch right here. This is perfect for keeping all of your cables and everything nicely organized back here. And when you turn it around, this is where you're going to have your main inputs, your DC inputs here, your AC inputs here. You've got a reset button right here to reset everything, and then move it around to the front. And this is where all of the magic happens. So on the front side, you've got your main power button here. You just hold it down. I don't know how much power. Oh, look at that, 23%. This is the most satisfying thing whenever you get to peel the plastic off. Watch this. Oh no, I tore the little plastic thing. Who loves doing that? This side here, we've got our 120 volt AC adapters. We've got 3 inputs here. These great quality rubber pieces that cover it up. If we want to switch to AC, we just hit AC and it pops up right there. Here we've got our two USB-C inputs here. Here we've got two regular USB inputs. Over here we've got our 12-volt DC input. Right there, it's got this great rubber grommet that kind of covers that up. If you want to switch to that, we hit DC and it comes here. Here we have our parallel ports in case you buy a couple of these or some maybe extra battery packs. We can plug those in here and kind of bridge them to gain more power per unit. Now on the display, it shows here 23% left in the battery. You've got like a little digital look right here, sitting at right at about a quarter. And then right here is telling us what the wattage is, the output wattage. Right now there's nothing running on it, so it's about 5-6 watts. And right above that, it tells you if we were to just leave it on at 5 watts, how long could this thing run? And it looks like it's about 69 hours and 49 minutes here. So that is a lot of time just to have this thing sitting and running. Here you've got a little light, which is super cool if you've ever been in a campsite and you're fumbling around trying to find where to plug stuff in. You could actually just push the light and it actually illuminates everything in this area right here so you can find what you're looking for. And then finally, one of the things that Generac has done on this particular unit that is so freaking cool, and you know that it's such an advanced company, on the top they have a wireless charger for your phone and devices like that. So that is super cool about this unit. Now Generac has the ability to charge these units via solar panel, and I'm pretty sure you can plug in almost any solar panel that you want. They just plug right into the side here. But we went ahead and opted for the 100-watt solar panel from Generac just to pair the two together. Let's take our trusty bayonet and open this thing up. Now inside the solar panel, it's super small, super compact, which is awesome whenever you're packing out your rig for an overlanding trip. It comes basically with some instructions and some directions here. It's a fold-out 3-panel, 100-watt solar panel. You've got these great legs that kind of just Velcro out and you can sit them down on the ground. And then in here, you've got your charging wires to hook it into the side of your Generac power bank. You got some great light out here. I'm going to take advantage. See if we can charge this thing up a little bit. It says we're actually inputting 31 watts. It's super compact and packs away and stores easily and nicely out of the way. Let's head back to the road rash office and get this thing powered down, see how long it takes to charge it back up, and get this thing ready for our next trip. Now there's some features and some just logistics stuff that we want to look at with this Generac GB2000. First and notably, its size. It is quite large, but this is a 2,000 watt power bank. Now they do have a GB1000. It's a little bit smaller. I've got a couple of details to kind of talk about with this. So size-wise, the GB2000, it's about 17 inches high, whereas with the GB1000, it's only 14 inches. So you'll get a significant difference in the height and the shape. Now with regards to the weight, we're going to put this on a scale just to see exactly how much this weighs, but Generac says that this weighs around 43 pounds. Now the GB1000, they have it rated at 29 pounds. So it's a little bit different, but for the amount of extra punch that you get with the 2000 versus the 1000 is undeniable. I am super excited about including this in the Road Rash Jeep. Now, a couple of details that I wanted to highlight, which really kind of drew me towards the GB2000, the Generac version. It's got MPPT, which if you don't know, whenever you plug this into solar or other charging, it maximizes the amount of input that's coming into the actual unit itself. There is very little loss in charging wattage, so there is no need for an external MPPT device to kind of convert wattages, so that when you charge this, it's got a built-in MPPT in it. So this is awesome. It's got a large 4.7 multicolor screen here. We'll turn it on. We're at 21% here. And one of the main reasons why I wanted to go with this unit is because it offers pass-through, which means as I've had this plugged into the Jeep, into the AC in the Jeep, and it's charging the unit, I can have my refrigerator plugged in, so it's charging my refrigerator. They do say that it does harm the battery a little bit, only time will tell, but that was an important feature that I wanted, was to be able to plug this up in the back of my Jeep, plugged into the actual Jeep, charging the unit while it was also charging my refrigerator. That was an important feature that I wanted. So pass-through is something that was really big for me. It's something that on my last power bank that I had, it didn't have that, and it caused a lot of problems for me. Now, with regards to charging time, they say from 0 to 80%, it's about 3.3 hours. I tried to drain the battery last night, just doing some odds and ends things, plugging things up to it, and I only lost about 2%. It was at 23, I'm at 21. So even the things that I had charged into it, the little display here actually said it would take 36 hours to drain the battery in this. So I do plan on draining the battery and doing a time test on that 3.3 hours to see how long it charges, but you gotta give me a couple of days to actually drain the battery, because I can't drain the battery. This thing has got so much punch in it, it just does not want to drain. So after about 2 days, I was finally able to drain this Generac battery down to, well, it said 0%, but now we're at 6%. It took me about 2 days to get it from 23% down to about 6%, plugging in heaters, just things that traditionally draw a lot of power. And I'm going to go ahead and start a timer. I've got this plugged into my 12 volt, just straight into the wall. And I'm going to see how long it takes us to charge this thing up to 100%. So our input right here says we're about 343 watts coming in straight from the wall. Let's see how long it takes. And so there we are, right at about 3 hours and 33 minutes to go from 0 to 100% charge on the Generac GB2000. Right now, we're still pulling in about 423 watts from the wall. Now it's time to throw it in the rig and see how long it takes to drain it. So I'm super excited about adding the Generac GB2000 to the Road Rash Overlanding rig for this summer. This is going to be an awesome, awesome thing that's not only going to power the things that I have inside the Jeep, my refrigerator, but it also is going to power everything at my actual campsite, which is my camp lights, speaker systems, if I want to watch TV, charge my drone, charge my computer, all the things. There is nothing that this unit cannot do. And if you've ever priced units like this out with some other competitor brands, you know that typically you can estimate about $1 per watt. With any other brands, if this was a GB2000, 2000 watts, you would be looking at about $2,000 for a unit like this. Now I can tell you that is not what this unit cost at the time of this filming. I think that this unit is about $1,400, which is a really good deal. It's a steal, actually, for 2,000 watts worth of pack and punch. That is a good deal. You guys, follow the Road Rash Off-Road channel on YouTube because we're in the middle of a series called Overland Overhaul, where we are overhauling our Road Rash Jeep to make it the most safe and efficient overlanding vehicle for me personally for a lot of the trips that we have coming up. We're super excited. We've got a rooftop tent, we've got a new roof rack, we've got the new power bank, we've got a hot water heater that we're adding to the rig, we've got a brand new refrigerator, a 47-quart refrigerator that we're adding, some LED lights, a new steel bumper for the rear, and a new tire carrier that's going to beef up that tire carrier so we can add some accessories around that back tire. You guys follow Road Rash Off-Road in our Overland Overhaul series. Look forward to seeing you guys on the trail. Peace!